thank you off the top for everyone that stuck with me through last month, through the 3 days of Christmas ornaments. I know that there were some of you that were on every day and you were commenting, and the algorithm loved you. I love you. Thank you guys so much for going on that journey. I'm thinking, in my head, as I was getting toward the end, I thought, oh my goodness, never again. But I think it's kind of like childbirth, right? There's a lot of pain with childbirth. And if you weren't programmed to forget that pain, nobody would ever have a second child. So I'm thinking that once the pain of that month has dissipated over time, I may decide to jump in again for next year. We'll see how it goes. The one advantage for next year would be I have a lot more lead time. It's not like I'm waking up 2 days or before November 1st thinking, oh, that might be a good idea, and then playing catch up along the way. So I'll give it some thought, maybe in the summer, and plan ahead a little bit more if I decide to go that route. Other big thank you to those of you that commented on my Facebook post and showed some grace for me unexpectedly closing the store on Saturday because I broke my wrist in a couple of places. So right now I'm still all pretty bruised up, but look, I can move my fingers now. And this is the first day that I've really had that kind of movement. They've been swollen sausages up until now. There's still some swelling, but nothing that's preventing them from moving. So that's good. The rest of the arm, the wrist, does not like to move though. I can't do any kind of weight bearing on it. I was trying to do a video and I'm trying to open my alcohol ink caps and I can't hold them. I can't hold them to twist the thing off. So I literally was trying to open them with one hand. That wasn't working. So then I was trying to actually hold the ink in my teeth and do it going, oh my good God, if this actually opens and bursts all over, I'm having the staining, which is all over my hands right now, just all down the front of me, which will not be pretty. And it will be worse than looking at my broken wrist, I think. So I did get the cap off of some. So the project that I was working on was limited in color, just what I could get the caps off of. And then I couldn't get the camera to stick because you have to kind of hold in two places. And so my iPad went flying, knocked over the resin I was using. So I'm chasing loose resin across my desktop and running into all kinds of things that should not have resin on them. It was just ridiculous. It like total comedy of errors. I don't know what that video is going to look like and whether I get to keep it or not. We'll see. I'm going to finish it off tomorrow and then
should be good for a laugh though.
Yeah, well, I'll try and edit it and see how it looks. But I am really limited in the videos that I can do until I get a little bit more use out of this hand, because one-handed is a little limiting with stuff. Like you're trying to cut something, you need to hold it to cut. It's just bad. It's just bad. But apart from I'm limiting the number of times I have to go to the bathroom because I'm having to struggle with my pants and buttons and zippers one-handed, and that's not going great either. So it's just, you just really learn how dependent you are on some of your appendages, I think, more than anything else. So I go to the fracture clinic Friday morning for the first time. We'll see what's going on. Right now, I'm kind of in double splints, right? So it's soft in between here and here because there's a splint on top and one on the bottom. I don't know if they're going to keep that or they're going to change it out for more of an actual cast. I don't know. We'll see, but it would be interesting if they take it off to see if what the bruising is like elsewhere, because this has been very colorful. Just in the knuckles. Weird, eh? And they're actually fading, so it looks much
Your
better.
whole finger, not just your knuckles.
Yeah, but it's more pooled in the knuckle area, but it is what it is. Slipped on ice, of course. And I got to the hospital early.
Yeah, you drove yourself, right?
I drove myself, but I got to the hospital early. And by the time that I was getting fixed up, there was a lineup of other people that had all kinds of mostly broken wrists, having fallen on the first ice of the season as well. So, as much as I was a klutz and my poor dog did not get to go for her walk with me, she was a little teed. You know, 6 to 8 weeks and limited Christmas baking and things this year. That's the way it goes. Just that's the way it goes. So let's jump into all of this stuff. Kind of a bit of a mixture. I've even got some craft items in there this time. So, just a little bit of everything. So I'm going to start with the heavy stuff over here. I have to do it all one-handed. So I'm thinking I'm working back over here. So this guy, this is a solid brass cast of a Victorian boot. Oh, Victorian boot vase. So you can see that it has some of this is a vintage piece. So it's got some of the natural wear and patina on it. I'm charging $16 for that guy. The lowest price I saw it for online was $48. But it's kind of a cool, unique piece. And as much as it's a vase, you could do it as a planter. You could do it as a, because of art supplies over here, paintbrush holder. I mean, whatever you want to do. I just think it's really kind of cool and kind of unique. So there you go. We've got this little lightweight pitcher. So in kind of that light, soft blue ribbed with the B on the side that I am missing the price tag on, but I was sure
$10.
I was sure I printed one out. So I don't know where I stuck it, but I'm probably wearing it somewhere. $10 for this guy. Okay, I have a number of mugs again. So these mugs, these are ceramic mugs. They look like a little bit like those camping mugs, but they have these etched designs in them. So these are holiday ceramic mugs. One version is with the pine trees for $8. And the other version is with the antlers for $8. So I think that they're listed together. You pick, you select which pattern you like in the drop-down menu, and you go from there. I think I was using my arm a lot today with crafting because it's a little achy, and I may have forgotten some pain pills. All right, so I have a set of 6 of these Royal Stafford Noel plates. So Royal Stafford, made in Burslem, England. Yeah, perfect. You could shift those off for me, Nick. They're pretty heavy for me. $22 for the set of 6 of these. These are kind of in the dessert size. I love these ones for Christmas. Dessert side plate, anything like that. And again, good pricing for the English pottery. But I also have, and this is a set of, we'll just tuck them over there. This is a set of 8 of these guys, Holiday Elegance for $19.50. These are from Fireworks Designs. So this is with all kinds of Christmas baubles all over. So a set of 8 of those, 6 of the Royal Stafford Noel ones. Both are lovely. The Noel ones are a little bit more me. Okay, I have this pair, 2 different patterns. So I have to show them to you one-handed here. So these are Adeline fine china, fine porcelain china. So England Designs, 100% handmade. They've got this wave pattern where It swoops around from the handle all the way down to the front. They both have gold lining on them. The original tag still hanging on it. So you've got one in this floral design and one in the blue floral design. And the pair of them for $9.50. Okay. I have this little mini ginger jar for $7. So it's in the green, light green tones with a little bit of pale mauve design on it in the floral, and just that typical ginger jar shape and design. And okay, this guy, let me see the price before I lift it. Okay, just a set of cast iron keys. So decorative keys in like a buttercream distressed yellow for $9. So it's got 3 6 keys hanging off of it. And again, solid cast iron, so they've got a little bit of heft to them. And this little handmade pottery tree of life mug, this is from Korea, for $8. And it's just in kind of like this ribbed pattern texture on the mug, kind of in a greenish brown tone, and then with that patterned tree of life on the front for $8. Okay, just dangling my hand. It doesn't like to be up for very long. Handmade pottery speckled pinch lipped creamer. It's got a tiny little chip over here. I took a picture of it so that you could see. It is signed for $6.50. I love the lip on that. I love those lips. Just kind of pinching that in to create the spouts. So I love that look. Okay, I have a couple of vintage bunnykin options. So I have 2 single-handled and 2 double-handled. So the selections of them are drop down. So go to either the single handle or the double handle. Each is $8. Each on eBay is sold for $40. So in the single handled, I have the Mother Bunny pattern. So Mother Bunny taking care of all of her little bunnies. And I have the Father Bunny pattern. Now, if you notice, Mother Bunny is busy working with the baby bunnies. Father Bunny is sound asleep.
Well, that's kind of working too.
He's working on his nap, and all the other bunnies are like playing around him and using a spitballer and stuff, and Father Bunny sound asleep. Very appropriate. In the double-handled ones, I have, again, that same Mother Bunny pattern.
Working.
And these are $8 as well. And I don't have the Father Bunny in this one. I have the roller skating bunny patterns. And they all have the running bunny around the top for those. So not bad. $8 versus $40. Now, if you're collecting them, then great price for that. But it's a great price for something that is going to be infinitely usable in your home, and you're not going to distress if your child tosses it inadvertently, perhaps, and sends it flying. So there you go. All right. So art supplies, craft supplies. I happen to get a number of punches from Creative Memories. So I have 3 of the large double punches. So I have it in the square and the circle and the hexagon. Each of these in the big sizes has, I'm looking where it is. So each of them cuts 1¼ inches, and 1½ inch sizes. So whether the circle, the square, or the hexagon, and they are for $9 each, but normally they retail for at least 25. So retail used for 25. And then I also have for $7 a double punch circle, but this is a smaller version, so that you've got a 3/4 inch and a 1 inch circle. So I have a number of those punches already myself, but all are so hard with one hand. So all of them are in this design, right? Punching out for the bottom, paper gets inserted in the slot. Super easy to use, so handy. So I use my circle and my square quite often, actually, for everything that I do, and it just makes life so much easier. And I have to say, I would not buy new punches for like $35, $40 that they go for. That's crazy. So I've gotten all my punches from Facebook Marketplace and from thrifting and that sort of thing. So trying to find them used and making sure that they're still good. These are all in excellent shape, and for $9, awesome deal. All right, we have this one very solid gold pine cone stocking holder. So perfect, $7, perfect for, up on a mantle. And when you've got a single design like this, think beyond just stockings. I mean, yes, it's perfectly usable for stockings, but also maybe you want to hang a wreath down in front of your fireplace. So this can be the perfect wreath hanger because it's very solid. It's not those lightweight stocking holders. This has got some heft to it, which means it's going to be able to take the weight of something like a wreath to be able to hang as part of your design. So I like them for that purpose and not just for stockings, because not everybody hangs stockings all over. This guy. This is a brand new David's Travel tea mug. Now, what makes this special? I mean, one, look at the cool handle on it, but I have to, there we go. I'm getting it. Sorry guys, it's designed for loose leaf tea. Now, obviously you can put in a real tea bag, but you can put your loose leaf tea in and you just put the lid on. Once it has steeped long enough, then you just push the plunger and it puts all your tea leaves right down, trapped in the bottom. So it's not going to continue to get too strong. What's cool about this is that the bottom will also unscrew so that you can then, for cleaning, I'm not going to unscrew it, but you can then unscrew the bottom to be able to let all the tea leaves out and be able to clean the mug out. So this is for $10, and it was significantly more bought from David's Tea. Yeah. I didn't look it up, but it was way more than $10. So just a cool design. And I really like the handle on it too, because you get the handle rather than just the cylinder. And so, it's not going to get too hot to be able to hold, but it's going to be able to fit into any car cup or anything that you might need. This is a set of 2 of these barrel Potter's Corner mugs. So in kind of this mottled kind of, I'm trying to think what color you'd call that. It's not a mustard. It's not a yellow. It's not even. So just in these tones with a nice white center. So Potter's Corner mugs, $12 for the pair, for the 2 of those guys. So for the 2. And this guy is a little bit different. So this is a hand-painted wooden Russian bowl. It's got the matching hand painted spoon with it as well. Often used, they say, as a sugar bowl. That's a lot of sugar. But all hand painted designs for $8. And then I have a sugar and creamer set. So these are a winter sugar and creamer. You've got the snowman and the snow scene. So they've got the little tree with stockings hanging from it. This is from Royal Seasons Stoneware. $12 for the pair. And they're just super cute. And I like the fact that they aren't Christmas, they are winter, right? You've got the winter snowman. So it's not limited to just Christmas. It's good throughout the entire winter season. I have this little, okay, this is an Italian hand painted bowl, and it's a chicken. So there's this little beak and waddle. Where's his eye? Oh, there's his eye right there. So you've got the beak, and then you got the little waddle, and then his comb, and so cute. So $12 for this, handmade, hand painted. And then last up is another watercolor by Sylvia Fairley. And I called this Barn on the Water's Edge. I think you can figure out why. It's been professionally mounted and I can't hold that up. Professionally matted and framed for $40.
Yep.
Yeah. So kind of very nicely done. Good job on the reflections. This is where I start to realize, okay, I can't use that hand. That hurt. Just even resting it on there, that hurt. So I have to remember bones, healing. Don't move them. Thanks as always for tuning in. What was I going to say? Brass punches, Dunnykins. Those Potter's mugs. These guys normally sell for about $15 each, so you get the two for $12. I think that was the last pricing that I had thought to look up. So thanks for tuning in to the 30 days videos, but keep going. Coming at you Mondays and Fridays. I had already filmed Friday before my injury, so it's a normal two-handed video. The one-handed videos start Monday. I make no promises now. I'm starting to realize I might be limited in what I can do, so I'm trying to find ones right now that maybe I could get by on one-handed. But the one I tried to do today wasn't as one-handed a task as I thought it would be. So I'm just discovering how much I rely on two hands, I think. It should get better. As it starts to heal more, the pain will decrease and I'll have more use of it. So I'm probably only going to complain about it the first week or two. This is week 1. Did you just roll your eyes at me? He's making faces in the back. Not very sympathetic. Although when I got home from the hospital, I was stuck in my top. They had cut the sleeve when I was unconscious because they had to put me out to realign bones because not only did I crack some, but I moved them around in my fall. So I had a nice sweater on at the time because I didn't anticipate a big cast on my arm. So they when I was unconscious and couldn't feel the pain, they removed my sweater, but they just cut my shirt underneath it up. But I couldn't get it off. It was like, okay, we either have to cut it off or Nick had to come help. And I'm just discovering that clothing, typically, I've got putting on a sock one-handed down to a fine art though. Like that was a big prideful moment because they were a little tricky, but I can do that now. So I'm improving. I'm improving as it goes. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all of your support, guys. Thank you as well for all of your good wishes. Really appreciate that too. And I'll see what I can do about hanging in there through videos. And the worst thing that happens is that you laugh along with me at my mess ups because I think that they're coming. They're just as I attempt to do things single handedly. Thanks as always for tuning in. Appreciate you lots. Looking forward to seeing you next week. And until then, y'all take care. Especially on ice.
Walking your dog.
Yeah, walking. No, it's not done yet. It was taking forever.